people we've talked about on the podcast, and Ryan has to edit out my naughty behavior.
I mean, we don't have to, but it's
Probably
good.
for the best.
Yeah.
It's because of who it is. I don't even feel like dealing with any bullshit from people.
We don't have any intro music. That's kind of our running joke. So
it's kind of the running joke that we don't
have intro music?
No, we're not as cool. So we're gonna make it, and then we thought it was funnier how every podcast starts with how we talk about how we don't have it.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
Mark's got the really fancy intro.
Yeah.
We don't have shit.
Well, and he's got the voice, the guy that just opens it all up for him too.
Dick Lickerson. Yeah, that's who it is. And he
That's
talks
the-
like this, and he introduces the podcast.
The Bruce Buffer of the.
Yeah.
And Aaron, he goes by Address and Attack. He just did new intro music for them. And
Did he?
Yeah.
He's
And
doing
gonna
all
start-
of Girth Brooks's fucking YouTube content now. Do you know who that is?
No.
He's fucking hilarious. You would love him.
I'll
He's a
check it out.
weightlifter. Big fucking giant meathead weightlifter.
Yeah.
He's one of Matt
from
Vincent's guys.
Kentucky.
He's just funny ass dude.
He's just alpha fucking male, gives no fucks, absolutely hysterical. So he's like, I'm going to start producing YouTube content, but I don't know how. It's a good start, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm your host, Chrissy May Cagney.
Yeah. I'm Ryface.
This is Ryface. He does everything for me. And then to my left, I'll let you introduce yourself.
Casey Mitchell.
Some guy.
That's it?
That's it.
You're just going to leave it there?
Yeah, I mean, better known as that one-leg monster
Yeah.
on Instagram.
There it is.
Actually, that's really what I'm known. I was at the expo, the Arnold.
Are there
that's what
people who don't even know your name?
No, I'm just like, oh, it's that one-leg monster. And I'm like, yeah, what's up, dude? So, yeah, I say Casey Mitchell. I'm like, who the fuck is that? That's me.
Super funny.
Yeah, I'm slowly getting my name out there.
It'll pick up. I used to not, my Instagram name used to not be my name. And everyone referred to me as my Instagram name, and I couldn't fucking stand it. So I had to switch it.
Yeah, it was just a nickname that was given to me. And
It's suiting.
it's suiting.
Yeah.
And,
You are, in fact, a one-legged monster.
and I just run with it.
Yeah. You got to do what you got to do.
At first, it was a little sketchy. People are like, well, I don't know if I want to follow this guy. It sounds like a little erotic, that one-leg monster.
Speaking of which.
And then you find out, oh, no, now it makes sense, you know?
So your story's kind of out there everywhere, so I don't want to waste too much time on going over, the details. You sent me the YouTube link. Who did the Primal Labs did the video on you?
8-man.
Oh,
strong.
that's right. It was 8-man. And that's kind of where I really learned about your story. So if you want to just kind of give some quick background.
Yeah, so pretty much right out of high school, I joined the military back in 2004. And deployed to Iraq in 05-06. Came back, re-enlisted, got promoted to sergeant, went to Fort Lewis, Washington. It was a brand new Stryker brigade standing up there. Deployed with them in 2009 to 2010 in Afghanistan in the Kandahar province, while on my last little leg of like patrols and whatever. The vehicle that I was commanding got hit by a pressure plate IED. Next thing you know, I woke up in Walter Reed and just had severe damage, Ended up losing my leg after multiple surgeries trying to save it. I decided to cut it off. And I know people.
It's like the most savage thing I've ever heard anyone
people just
say.
they're like, God, just cut it off. I'm like, yeah, like fucking
Like, just
amputate
get it
it.
off of me.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
I just fucking. I even told her I was like, just cut this fucking thing off, and it was just so painful. Matter of fact, like after the surgery, I woke up and I was like waving it in my wife's face, like just shaking her. She's like, hold on, like too quick, That's like going on.
Look at me.
That's like going out on a first date and pulling your you know what out. It's like, hold on, like let us get to first base first. And that's kind of what it felt like. But yeah, so I mean, what people don't understand, it was like the amount of pain that I was in, like,
Right.
trying to save that leg. And not only that, I'd seen amputees going through like the amputee ward. I saw these fuckers just getting it, And I'm like, damn, there's nothing holding them back,
Right.
And so I was like, I'll be better like that. And so, yeah, I made a decision to do it, and I did it, and zero regrets. Best
Nice.
decision I made. My other leg is like the one that kind of bothers me the most, honestly. Blew out my whole knee, had all the ligaments put back in, have 6 screws in
And
the knee.
that's from the same incident?
Same incident,
Okay.
yeah. And then my ankle, it has 2 plates, 6 pins. And then fractured my whole lower back, blew my arm out real good. So I was a mess for a good 3 years.
Did I see a fasciotomy scar?
Yes. On
That's
my forearm.
from your forearm. That's what I thought.
Yeah. And actually, it's just I was doing. Never mind. And it blew my forearm out. No.
I would color me impressed, sir.
Serious forearm pump.
Right?
But no,
Like,
and so
one forearm's dramatically bigger than the other.
Yeah, the right hand is dominant hand. But yeah, so I was at Walter Reed, went through a bunch of my surgeries there, started recovering, got my leg, started walking, transferred out to Balboa Naval Center down in San Diego to finish my surgeries on my knee and ankle and forearm and different things, and finish up my rehab there. Chose to go there because I was closer to family. I'm from California. And so finished up there, and then they medically retired me just under 10 years. I medically retired, and yeah, got out, didn't have a fucking clue what I was going to do. Yep. The military was like my life. That's what I planned on doing for a career.
Right.
And so you get out, you know, and like I've said before, I literally would wake up and not have shit to do. My daughter would go to school. My wife would go to school. I would sit and play video games and let life pass me by, kind of a thing. And yeah, like everybody said that, you know, like you said, people have heard the story. I had like an eye opener when I went to Disneyland with my daughter.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that. I almost cried when I heard
crying.
that. I'm
No
such
crying.
a pussy.
My daughter's my
crying
soft
in
spot.
CrossFit.
Like if I'm gonna cry, it's gonna be over my daughter for sure. She's the only one that can get me like emotional.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not an emotional person at all. But yeah, you know, I went to Disneyland. I couldn't do anything. Like I couldn't walk far. I was just taking all the narcotics I could. But then even then, you know, the pain and like just sweating and just fucking miserable, to be honest. And so that's when I was like, kind of like, that was my opener. Like, fuck this, I need to get this shit. There's guys missing 2 legs running marathons and shit.
Right.
This is a personal thing. This is me being shitty, you know?
Right.
And so I went home and like I said, told people many times, I kicked all the narcotics and painkillers to the curb that day and immediately started going to the gym.
How many years ago was this?
This is 2 years ago.
Okay. Oh, wow. That recent?
A little over 2 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So my daughter was 3. She's 6. She just recently turned 6. So about 2.5 years ago.
Okay.
I decided, like I said, I kicked it all to the curb and started going to the gym, went through the withdrawals just like everybody else did. Yeah. And the gym was therapy for me, you know. You know, as men, we're like egotistical douchebags, you know, all of us are. And if you don't have an ego, you're not a man. So, you know, but I went in there. And, you know, I wore sweatpants and I was the little dude over there lifting the little weights and, you know, and I was never like that. I was always kind of like a stronger dude. And it took me a long time and it took me getting through that to kind of, you know, push myself harder and harder to keep going. It was hard to go back, you know, seeing these little ass dudes lifting more than me and all this when I was just like, man, I've been there. Some bullshit, you know, because when I got back, I mean, I was like 170 pounds, you know, I was like 200 when I was in the Army and then, and I was weak as shit, you know, and so I just started lifting. I saw myself starting to walk better. Yeah. Started just like everybody else, started seeing the transformation and started seeing like the hard work that I'm putting in is like changing me. Started walking around with 100-pound dumbbells in my hands and stuff like. Next thing you know, I can just walk around anywhere. Yeah. And so it was just a lifestyle that I liked. And then all of a sudden, I noticed that it was motivating people in the gym. And I have this guy in town. He's a big time bodybuilder. He's been doing it for a long time. He was just
Does he own the meal prep company? That guy?
No, this guy, his name's Damon. He just been in the bodybuilding scene for a long time, and he's ex-Navy guy, I believe. And he was just like, dude, you need to start an Instagram. This shit's motivating. You know how many people you'll motivate? And I was like, dude, I'm not into social media. No, I'm good. And so he said, well, can I record this? You know, can I record you doing? I was squatting. I was like, it was horrible squats at the time. But he still recorded it and put it up on his Facebook thing, and like the amount of people that went crazy over it, he sent me a screenshot and I was like, see, dude, this is what you need to start one. So I did. Yeah. That's when I did. And it started off slow and then it kind of picked up faster and faster. And then Rich Piana found me and thought I was something, that I could be something awesome, you know, down the road for him and for myself and for people. And so we did a little video, did a little interview, and then he picked me up as one of his athletes. This is about a year ago. And then it started taking off. I started getting out there. Yeah. And then he kind of pushed me into kind of like what my image should be, I guess you could
Yeah.
say. Like, you know, at that time, no joke, I was going to do like physique.
Jesus Christ.
You know, lifting heavy was not in my realm. It was like,
Yeah.
there was no way I was going to lift heavy. And I just didn't think I ever could get to that point to where I'm
Right.
at now. And so I was like, oh, you know, I can just like, I can lift and I can not eat and, and get like shredded and just look beautiful, I guess. And so I didn't have this horrific beard going on at the time, so I looked prettier. And so I decided, he basically was like, fuck that. That's no.
Yeah.
Is that really what you want to do? And I was like, not really, but it's something I can do. He goes, you know what would be more impressive? You growing your beard out. Because I had a little one. He goes, you grow your fucking beard out. You get as big as you fucking can. Who cares about fucking abs? And you just lift some fucking heavy shit. Now that would be impressive. And I was like, sounds good. All right, you're the boss.
Let's
I mean,
do this.
you've been doing this for fucking 2 decades and you're the top man in the industry. Okay, I'll listen to you, you know? And so I started doing that. And he started telling me like basically everything to do, from weightlifting to eating to everything else. And I started doing it. And I started seeing me get stronger. And then I started seeing people like tripping out, like, holy fuck, this dude can lift this much on one leg, you know? And then
Yeah.
got called Terminator a couple times, RoboCop. I'm cheating because I have hydraulics that I have yet to discover on this leg. But yeah, so I started doing that, and then I fell in love with powerlifting, you know, and that's kind of what I'm doing now. Is powerlifting and motivating people and just showing them like there's no reason that you
Right.
can't do the shit that I do, because I'm doing it and it's fucking painful.
So you did one meet recently. You did a push pull.
I did a push pull down at my first one down in Camp Pendleton near San Diego. It was just awesome because it was on a Marine base. I'm not Marine,
Yeah.
but I'm still military.
Right.
And I'm a grunt, so I'm badass. So
Yeah.
I did it at the Pendleton. I thought that would be a great place for me to do my first one at. And it didn't go as well as I thought. You know, I didn't really have like coaching.
Yeah.
I was just kind of lifting. I had a coach that kind of helped me out here and there the last few weeks, basically of like not how to fuck up when I go
Yeah.
out there, you know, like the commands.
How to not shit the
Yeah.
bed.
And so there's all these little things that I didn't know about, you know, like basically I peaked on my strength 2 weeks earlier. Like 2 weeks before my meet, I was actually stronger. And then I go to my meet and I'm not as fucking strong.
Story of my life.
It was some bullshit. And I had no idea that could happen. But it did. And yeah, I mean, it didn't go as well as I thought. I didn't hit the numbers that I thought I was going to hit because I had lifted heavier before that. But great fucking experience. And it just proved the point, not to just myself, but to other people. Like, you can step on a fucking platform regardless of whatever. And when I got there, they were like, oh, we'll put you in the adaptive class. And I basically was like, fuck, no, you're not.
Yeah.
I'm going to lift an open
That's
division.
fucking awesome.
You know? And so I did. And like I said, it wasn't my best performance, but I still stepped out there and did it.
Right.
And so,
That's what matters.
yeah, so that was my first one. I plan on doing another one soon.
You're going to go full meet though, right?
That's the goal right now. Yeah, I have been really working hard to get this squat down right. It's difficult. It's not so much my prosthetic side. It's my knee is holding me back. Like really, it's a fucking pain in my ass. And I'm going to a chiropractor. I'm training just hard. I'm trying to build this muscle up. I'm getting this, I don't know, like this, the Graston done.
Yeah, fuck,
I'm getting
it
ready
hurts
to.
so bad.
I've been getting that done all over my body just to help me. But I'm getting ready to start working on this leg. And the guy that does it for me, he's a chiropractor. He owns a shop. He's just gonna have me come to his house because he says he's gonna probably take a bottle of whiskey and a buddy of mine to hold me down because it's gonna be that painful.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna be doing that at his house probably.
Fuck.
And I feel sorry for my friend that has to hold me down.
Have you picked a friend yet?
I don't know if they want to be picked. You know.
Just make everybody draw
Gotta pick the
straws.
friend that's stronger.
Yeah, and so but it's gonna be horrible. But I know it will help me out because I have a lot of atrophy because I had surgery on the side of my thigh that is all scarred down, and
Yeah.
I think that's what's holding me back.
Yeah.
And so I'm just working on it. I'm working on every little tiny thing to make it happen, and I just want to be the first amputee to do like open.
Yeah. I
You
don't
know,
know anybody.
I haven't
that
found
can-
one.
No, me neither.
You know, I think I've seen a guy missing like a hand do full power possibly.
How?
I think he has hooks, like a thing that hooks.
That sounds painful as
Yeah, it's like he's missing a hand and he like puts a thing on it and it has hooks and he deadlifts. And then I think I've seen guys like missing a hand. They're able to rest the bar like on their nub kind of thing.
That would hurt.
Yeah. I've seen it.
I can't even imagine how painful that would be.
Yeah. And then squatting, obviously, it's easy for them to squat.
How do you keep the hook on during it?
I don't know. I think it just wraps. I don't know.
Oh, man.
I've
Or
seen
suction somehow?
suction. Like my leg stays on, except for Six Flags. One time it almost came off. But other than that, it stays on. It almost flew off at Six Flags. Not fucking cool. Deja vu almost got me. But we were gonna totally play it off to where if it did fly out, I was gonna come off that
Were you
motherfucker.
on a ride?
Yeah, I was gonna fucking come off screaming.
Don't go.
Don't go. Fucking shit's cutting your legs off and just be holding it. And but the whole time I'm like wrap my other leg around it because it was going.
That's fucking
And there's no way I
crazy.
could have grabbed it, but it didn't happen. But that's the only time I've ever almost lost my leg was on fucking Deja Vu at Six Flags.
Do you ever play jokes on people with it?
Yes, Halloween is great. I will fucking crawl on the ground and throw my leg at people
That's
and
so
scare
funny.
the fuck out of people. I've done the whole leg thing, acting like my leg got cut off by the prop, which I thought was gonna be funny, but really wasn't that funny. People were actually upset. You know?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
People on the boat were like, because it was just bad timing. Apparently, a girl had got her like leg wrapped up under a prop like 2 weeks before, and I don't fucking know that. And so I was out
funnier
there,
to me.
yeah, and I was out there fucking around, and I fuck around like that all the time. And yeah, so no, I do play tricks all the
That's
time.
so fucking funny.
I do little memes here and there, like putting my like leg holding a garage door open or something like that. Me crawling underneath it or something like that. Just funny, stupid shit. I mean,
Super fucking funny.
but Halloween, yeah, the little kids, they don't have a fucking clue what's going on.
That's
Oh,
so
man.
funny.
It's the best magic trick they've ever seen.
They've ever seen.
Yeah,
Hey, kid.
I would love to get think about it. Get a bunch of like military amputees together, and that would be the best haunted house.
It'd be so
And we
good.
can make a killing.
This I don't know if I'm crossing the line here, but I think it's
Probably
really
not.
funny. So, did you see the video we made of the hot people eating donuts?
No, I saw you making.
It was hot girls eating donuts.
I think I saw you making.
We
this,
were joking around that we should make a video of hot amputees eating donuts.
for sure. let me like
I
trim up a
thought
little bit.
it would be so fucking funny. We were cracking up.
should
'cause
do
we were
it.
thinking
That'd
about
be
like
awesome.
the Derek, because like,
Yeah,
well, what
like
happened
you,
is
Derek,
another.
Well, Derek will be way sexier than all of us. That's for damn
Stop
sure.
making us look bad.
Yeah,
I know,
he's-
right?
Yeah.
It was funny because a very well known company copied our video,
No,
and so we
we can't say names on here. I got told this earlier.
Fucking Live Fit. Randall's
There
my
you
friend.
go.
The owner's my friend. Randall's my friend. I don't think he had anything to do with it. The Live Fit Fox made a video basically copying us. So we were trying to think of what we could do with our connections that they
Just be a
couldn't copy.
line crosser.
Yeah. We're like, well, I do have a lot of good-looking amputee friends.
Yeah.
And
Some
they
weird
probably
little
do.
like
Hey,
I am not eating anything
You know
long,
what
though,
you know what I
in your
do?
fucking video.
You know what I
It has to be
realized?
circular with a hole.
Like amputee porn's a thing. Amputee porn, like
that's
hardcore.
your,
This is
next
funny
calling.
because I mean, you for some reason my wife would kill me. The thing is, I've noticed like amputees get hit on a lot by girls.
Yeah.
I don't know what the girls are thinking we're gonna do with our, but
Do you know Alex Minsky?
yes,
Alex Minsky, he actually helped me get sober because he's sober
Mm-hmm.
as well. He has girls reach out to him of him wanting to like fuck them with his stump and
Yeah.
weird shit.
I don't.
It's fucking nuts,
Wow.
man.
I mean, like you go look at Derek's page, he gets hit on like crazy. I mean, all the amputees.
Derek gets hit on by gay men.
well.
Garrett.
He has a bun.
He
has the bun.
says he has gay men with amputee fetishes reach out to him daily. I'm like, there's a fucking niche for everything, isn't
Listen,
there?
If he needs, he can make a killing basically.
I know, right? That's what I said.
Gay for pay is a thing.
Oh yeah.
It
So
is a thing.
fucking
Derek,
funny.
if you're listening, think
Might
about
be.
it.
Yeah. No one's gonna judge.
Don't ask, don't
anybody.
tell. You know how that shit
It,
goes.
it definitely is after the story we heard at the Arnold.
Which one was this?
Which one?
One of our friends, now ex-boyfriends.
Oh yeah, they had been together for years. Sorry if you're listening, sweetheart. I love you. I'm not gonna say names.
Yeah, we're not going to say names. But
They had been together for years, and she started getting fucking texts and DMs of all these people finding her boyfriend doing gay porn.
What?
Bodybuilder, very
Man.
kind of well-known, attractive dude. They've been together for a long time.
had a house together.
Owned a house, everything.
What do you think was paying for that house?
According to her, she was paying for the house. Like all of a sudden, he had money out of nowhere. I was like, fuck, man.
You'd be
Someone's going to
surprised.
catch you.
In the industry, I'm going to say it because I don't give. I mean, no, you know what?
No, just say it. We don't give a fuck.
No, it's just there's
If you
people
don't
out
care,
there.
we
There's
don't
just
care.
people out there that do it.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
I know a
And
couple.
It's
Or do,
just like it's
private
ridiculous.
posing.
Yeah.
Girls that do private posing.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to ever be that bodybuilder that's like in a mankini in the ocean, crawling along the sand. You know, and the thing is, like, some of these dudes have like hot ass wives,
Yeah.
but they decide they just want to, like, I don't know. It's
It's
just.
fucking weird.
I'm sorry, I'm a man. You're never going to see me in a mankini in the ocean doing what like hot ass models do. No, it's not happening. As luscious
my
as everybody
God.
would like to see this wet beard flying around in the ocean, it's not fucking happening. Yeah, it's not.
I can film you in slow mo doing whatever.
That's not happening.
Everything looks better in slow-mo.
I don't care how much money you pay me.
Have you seen the video of like Matt Vincent and all the big Highland Games guys?
Yeah.
Fucking big fat dudes.
Yeah.
Running on the beach, and they're all taking their shirts off, but they put it in slow motion, and it just looks like
It's the funniest thing.
That's
the
that's
funniest
legit shit.
fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
So
I would
good.
get fat, and I would have people pay me for that for sure. Just not the weird shit.
the weird shit. Yeah,
Just no weird shit.
it's crazy
don't
when you hear about how many
over-sexualize yourself.
Exactly.
how many people in this industry, men who have done porn.
Well,
Fucking crazy.
I mean, it's fucking pretty much porn on Instagram.
Oh my
I don't know how
God.
many dudes I come across on there that are just like, there's the selfie queens of like half naked shots.
You know what's so fucking gnarly is the dudes who take like nudes and just put a little emoji over their cock and balls. And I'm like, I don't want to see your dick, bro.
I mean, everybody
Or
talks
even-
shit on girls for being
guys are
like naked
worse.
online, but the guys are
Guys are
just
worse.
Or
as
the
bad.
guys that wear like the skin tight fucking spandex underwear and you can see dick outline. I'm like, I
The
don't
bulge.
want. It's disgusting.
It is disgusting.
It's not.
And
There's
I
not a
don't
girl in the
know-
world that likes that.
None.
It's not cute at all.
It's a weird culture.
Well, it is. It's turned
Like
it's,
physique culture. I don't get it, man.
and there we wearing those same pants, and it's like, motherfucker, you got no legs and you got a small dick. What the fuck are you doing?
So
Like, there's
bad.
no
Why are you
bulge.
bragging about that?
Yeah,
It's
that
so
shit is
bad.
saran wrap to your body.
I have to
no
fucking
bulge
unfollow people
and no
all the
legs.
time.
What is going on with you? Yeah,
Sometimes I go look at the explore page and the people that Instagram suggests I follow. I'm like, you got to be fucking
They just
kidding
did
me.
their update where they have the who they think you'll like to see now.
Oh God,
So it's not the
Or this.
that's okay. That's okay. Great tie-in. That's okay.
See, yeah, it's crazy though because it's like you think
See?
that she
Who's that?
that's the video they copied of ours.
Oh.
It's fucking what is my Instagram doing?
Yeah.
So, how they find out about that?
They saw our video because ours already came out a while ago.
And they just redid it.
They redid it and so they just
better?
filmed.
Is
No,
it better
ours
than
is
yours?
better.
Do you hear that, people?
Theirs is only yeah. See,
You hear that
Often
shit?
replicated but never fucking duplicated.
Yeah.
They only did like
they
a
could
15
hop on
second
the
clip.
the exercise and pastries train, maybe.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of fucking coattail riders.
Yep.
We were the OGs.
So,
got Sunny in here.
tomorrow, what we can do
yeah.
is we can top them.
Okay.
Hot dudes fucking pizza.
There you
I
go.
love pizza.
You said you never wanted to do porn. This
That's
is
not
getting
that's not
close.
porn.
Yeah, I mean,
That's like
pizza's
working
still
out and
circular.
eating.
It's not a dick shaped food.
It's not.
Pizza's
This is
not
true.
dick shaped.
You can
All
actually
of
kind of fold it up if you have to, like a taco.
Have you ever had pizza tacos?
No.
You've never done it? I guess I've only ever done it at my house.
Like you fold it.
So you and you fill it with taco stuff.
You feel what?
This is new to me.
It's new to me too.
So you
And
take.
I'm older than her, so I thought I had it all.
You know how you can get pizza cut into squares. So you order your pizza and you have them cut it into a square, and then you treat this like a shell and you fill it with taco fillings and eat it.
See, there's no pizza.
It's pizza with tacos. It's like a pizza taco.
First of all, square pizza is a war crime.
Yeah.
I love it.
And I've never had a square pizza ever.
Never?
I guess I mean,
Or you can just
Weird
take the
shit
regular
here in Reno.
slice. You can take the regular slice that's pointed and then fold it.
you have got this down.
I've
must
only
make
ever done it at my
a lot of
house.
pizza tacos over at her house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of the fatter things I've ever done. What's the fattest thing you've ever done,
Oh fuck.
food wise?
So at our in the city I live in, there's this place called Sugar Twist,
I've been there. Yep.
great.
Okay.
and they got this ginormous fucking donut. It's like half maple, half chocolate, or you can get the maple with all the bacon on it.
Oh shit!
And I ate one of those whole motherfuckers one time.
The whole thing.
The whole thing.
They're almost like a cake.
It's like a cake.
Yeah.
And I felt like shit for 2 days.
Fuck,
Yeah.
worth
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Worth it.
It's the fattest thing
worth
you've
it.
ever done.
The fattest thing I've ever done, you were there, is when we went on our own little food tour through New Orleans.
Oh man.
We were.
Yeah,
I gained
that was
10
exhausting.
fucking pounds. So we went down to New Orleans to see Matt Vincent. First thing we did was went to District Donut,
We ordered a dozen donuts.
and then they proceeded to bring us a tray of 50.
Yes.
Because
And-
they knew we were coming, and they're like, "Oh, you guys are early. We had all of this for you."
Oh.
They
That's
put out
awesome.
their whole menu so they go like they do donuts seasonally. So they
Yeah.
gave us one of each of their whole menu. So I'm looking at this guy and I'm like, fuck, we have to. He's like, you don't have to eat them all. I just wanted you guys to be able to try all of them. So I'm like sadly taking a bite after we had just crushed a dozen. And then after that, we went all through New Orleans and went on like basically a food tour. We went and we went to like Cafe Du Monde, got beignets.
beignets.
Like we were just out of control.
We drove 2 hours to get a sandwich.
It was bad.
Got boudin.
That entire trip. That was pretty fat.
I heard the food down there's awesome now.
Oh yeah, it's all fried
so good.
deliciousness.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the fattest thing I've ever done in one sitting. I don't know. I mean, it's bad. Yeah.
I've gone to a couple different drive-throughs in one night.
Oh,
Are
yeah.
you serious?
I used to eat before I started working out. I used to literally eat like McDonald's like a motherfucker.
Really?
I used to just I used to eat. Now I eat Chipotle like
Fuck,
crazy. Like
it's
I
so-
eat
yeah.
Chipotle
Chipotle's
so
so
much,
fucking
I get
good.
free Chipotle because they know
'Cause
me.
yeah. 'cause
I
you're
go
just
there. I at
They're
least go
"What's
there
up,
every
man?"
day,
You
if
should
not
get a
twice.
sponsorship.
Fucking Chipotle.
I bet you could.
I mean, I'm not like the strictest dieter. I'm a powerlifter, so I don't have to be too strict.
Yeah, you don't have to.
But I'm not trying to be like one of the big looking powerlifters. Because it's the thing is
You don't
because
need to be 400 pounds.
yeah, it's because you
to eat
deadlift something like, well, he's fucking fat. Like you better be able to fucking pull that weight. So I'd rather not get that. Plus, it just doesn't. It's not
Oh,
appealing to
I
me.
know what I've done. I went to Krispy Kreme
Best
and
donuts
got
ever.
when they're fresh, they're
Yes.
fucking good.
Yeah.
They're just a great plain glazed donut.
Yeah, we
I
had
don't-
one open up like 4 months ago in my city. Finally.
Yeah, when they're hot and fresh, just the plain glaze, they're fucking good. And they're only like 110 calories. Did you know that?
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you don't give a fuck. So I drove through Krispy Kreme and then I drove through In-N-Out and I did the donut burger thing.
Oh.
And
yes.
I didn't even get out of the car before I ate it.
I need to do that because I've heard of a couple people doing that.
It's fucking
Yeah.
good. I mean, we could do it today
I'm
or
down.
tomorrow. All right, so let's kind of get into the questions people want to know. The main question I saw on the post you make was people wanting to know about supplements.
Supplements.
Because obviously you're involved with a supplement company,
Right.
And you strike me as the type of person that wouldn't support something he doesn't believe in.
That's the main reason why I went with the company that I am with.
Right.
Plus, the owner of Blackstone PJ is a piece of shit.
Really?
Yeah, I said that out loud, didn't I?
Nice.
Fuck. I did it on my Periscope too. The guy's he's just a.
And that's who
fucking-
you were with before.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, the guy is just a fucking fake, and I can't stand that shit. I'm all about people like making their dollars, doing their thing.
Hustling.
But damn, I mean, this dude's like, I sort of he was like the nerdy, dorky kid that got picked on all through his life. Finally got buff.
And just fucking.
Okay. Got a hot ass wife, He's
And
married
now
to Celeste.
A dickhead.
And he's just and now it's just like, here, I want to show you everything that I have. The golden flake toilet paper that I wipe my ass with. It's so far down slams it so far down your throat. And it's just like, I was kind of like not liking that when I was with that company. And then you're a multi-million-dollar company. And I'm not like his other athletes. I'm not like the pretty.
Yeah.
I'm not pretty like his bodybuilders and his little girls with their butts, and
Yeah.
whatever. And so it was coming to the Arnold and fucking, I'm one of his fucking athletes. I'm not his biggest athlete, but I'm not his smallest athlete. I'm
Right.
definitely his number one. I'm definitely the number one growing athlete. There was
Right.
nobody growing as fast as I was. And so the Arnold was getting close. And so I hit him up and I said, hey, what's going on with the Arnold? Am I coming? I didn't know you have a booth there.
Yeah.
Like, why have you not asked me? Oh, we're only flying out like 4 of our athletes. It's just a money thing. It's this and this and this and this. And I was like,
Those supplement companies have more fucking money than they know what to
this
do with.
motherfucker had a poster of him. We'll get back to that part. Big ass booth, flies that, tells me, and I was like, all right, dude. I was like, all right, whatever, okay. And so I talked to a couple of like people that are in the industry that are well known, and they were like, dude, that's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, you're one of his athletes, not gonna fly you, and what the fuck? And I was like, you're right. And I basically ended up, I was on a 3-month like probation contract with them. To see if I liked them and if they liked me, and I just didn't like them.
Yeah.
And I didn't like him for that reason. He tried to tell me it's a money issue, but then he goes on Instagram, and to be a cool guy, he posts something like a contest to where 2 people will be selected and will be flown out, treated VIP, sent to everything at the booth and everything. I'm like, but you're gonna pay for all that?
Yeah,
you can't fucking get me out there.
can't.
Not only that, 8 Man Strong decided to send me out there to do filming of the cage and do a bunch of shit. So I hit him up and I go, well, hey, don't worry about it anymore. I'm gonna be out there anyway. And it wasn't like he was like, oh, well, if you're going to be here, you should come like to our booth too. No, it was like, well, maybe what we'll do is maybe we'll have like a feature time of you. Like we'll have like you from at our booth from this time to this time. I'm like, so wait, what?
Yeah, you don't want to be involved with shit
so
like that.
I was like, all right, dude, obviously you don't really, give a fuck about me. So I professionally sent him a very nice email, basically telling him that I wanted to be released of my contract and just told I wish him best of luck. I said, what you're doing is great. You've done it. You're doing it. Blah, blah, blah. And this guy sends me back the most douchebaggy fucking called me bro 4 times in this email. I'm like, dude.
How old is he?
Fuck, who knows?
Old enough to not
Old
be using
enough.
that word.
Yeah, I mean,
Sounds like a
be
man
professional.
baby.
Be professional, And the funny thing is, like, the motherfucker would not say shit to my face ever like that because he would get knocked down a peg or two, But called me bro 4 times and tried to fucking tell me like, well, you have a lot to learn. You got to put your time in. I'm like, motherfucker, you kidding me right now? I have been putting my time in. I've worked hard for what I do. And then he told me that I have you're gonna learn a lot, bro. There's no other company that's gonna give you what you're thinking. I was like, okay, that's funny because I already have a company lined up.
Right.
Primeval Labs had hit me up a long time ago. They didn't know that I had signed with Blackstone. And so I got with Primeval Labs. Well, before I even got with them, one of my good friends named Jerry Ward, who's well known in the industry for fucking calling it how it is.
Yeah.
The guy is like respected because he tells you straight up, like, this shit's trash. Don't use this. You should do this. This stuff's good product. That's what he's known for.
Yeah.
So he was there and I had talked to him and he told me like, dude, this company's fucking legit.
Yeah.
And they're the new hardcore supplement company.
Yeah.
Even over Blackstone now, to be honest.
I've never even fucking heard of Blackstone.
Yeah, good crap, you
Yeah.
know. And so this company makes all the andros and all the different things that Blackstone makes. The funny thing is ours are cheaper and stronger than theirs. So it's like
that markup.
That fucking markup. And I guarantee you, if you saw like what it really costs Blackstone or whoever to make that shit, you're like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
You're like robbing these fucking people,
It's the same with like, God, dare I say it?
We're
Shreds.
we're all blocked
yeah.
out.
Shreds is kind of washing out a little bit here. I'm
Yeah.
friends with like Alex. He's a Shreds athlete.
Yeah.
But yeah, Shreds marked up, but they were fucking business savvy. They were smart and they knew what they were doing.
Yeah. You can.
All of them were millionaires pretty much. Everybody that was part of even fucking had a touch in Shreds,
Yeah.
So, I mean, but the product, it's not that.
Right.
I don't even know. I guarantee the Shreds athletes don't even like their fucking own product. You know what I mean? To be honest.
I'm friends with a couple of them. They don't fucking
Yeah.
take it.
Yeah,
They
they
just
just
get paid really well.
And that's I've heard of them
Yeah.
staying with them. They're like, well, what else am I going to do? Nobody else is going to pay me this kind of money,
Right.
And so I'm just not like that because people look towards me for things, and they look for the answer and they see me doing it. So I looked up this stuff and I read up about it, and Jerry, educated me a little bit about it, and I'm actually running it right now, and I've been putting on size and strength and everything.
Nice.
I love it. It's no side effects. We have some stuff that's safe for women that will actually help trim fat and build muscle. And it's kind of like, it would kind of give you like Anavar, like the steroid Anavar would do for women.
Anavar's the fucking best.
Yeah, for women. But it doesn't have all the sides that the Anavar would have.
Right.
And obviously it's not as strong as
Right.
that, but for like natural competitors or whatever,
Yeah.
it's called Super Laxo and it's really good shit.
Yeah.
And Jerry Ward's fiance has been taking it and she's actually leaned down. I've watched it happen.
Yeah.
And Jerry's using her to like, look, guys, no
Right.
fucking joke. Like we can go test her right now and she's not on anything else, just
Right.
this, And so, and the way the company is, man, the fucking owners are they're badasses. They don't give a flying fuck. They let me be me.
That's
like
awesome.
With Blackstone, I had to be like, I felt
Be
like I
careful,
was on
walk on eggshells
what
and
would
all
I
that
do?
shit. Yeah.
And me, I'm like an aggressive, kind of tempered kind of person, Like I'm cool, but if you fuck with me, I'm gonna beat your ass, And so with Blackstone, I had to be real cautious with that because one little fuck up, they would have kicked me. These guys are like, well, we got bail money set aside for you, don't trip.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you know, we're gonna make a killing, and they're aggressive like me in the industry and stuff like that, and so. Like I said, PJ told me that I wasn't gonna get an offer. I got a great offer. I'm getting taken care of very, very well from this company. Yeah. They want me to go nowhere ever. I think they would sign me for 5 years if I said, let's sign 5 years. Yeah. You know? So for him to tell me that I have a lot to learn, I think I learned a lot before you even knew what the fuck was gonna happen. The funny thing is that motherfucker had the audacity to call the owners of the Primeval Labs after he heard I signed with them. Are you serious? And try to tell them the reasons why they shouldn't sign me.
Oh my God.
Welcome
to the fitness industry.
Yeah, people think there's so much bullshit.
There's more bullshit in the fitness industry.
Petty. It's so petty. But this is the same guy that will go on to his Instagram and blast this girl. Okay, like I'm a man, I'm not gonna blast no female, you know. But he blasted a girl for supposedly copying his wife's the booty scrunch pants. Like she was a part of the Celeste thingy, I guess, or whatever. And then this girl like on the side was like making the same kind of pants or something. And I'm like, bro, you literally went on Instagram and fucking blasted this chick when you're doing all the shady shit you're doing. Don't be a two-faced bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, don't sit there and do what you did behind my back and then go there and try to blast somebody because, well, I'm blasting you now, PJ. And I put it on my Instagram and I put it on my Periscope, you know. And it's just like the guy's just a tool, you know. The funny thing is
I've never even heard of it.
Yeah, when I went over to the Arnold, when I was at the Arnold, I didn't fucking see nothing going on spectacular at his booth. Fuck, our fucking booth sold out of product the first fucking day. Out of product. We had to have it driven in back from Arkansas, you know, for 2 days. And then we sold out again on Sunday. So it's just like, but his wife seems awesome. That's how he kind of got popular. His wife was like a WWE diva.
Yeah.
And from what I hear, she's awesome. But that's kind of how he's popular. He's popular through her. But the guy just constantly posts look how creepy he looks with Arnold. It's weird.
Yeah.
But him. So it's like this. It's like you would think like you're the owner of a company. You would want to promote your athletes. This guy promotes himself. Exactly. Yeah. This guy promotes himself more than he promotes his athletes. It's like, dude, you're the owner of the company. Sit back, make your millions. You don't have to be the cool guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the other thing that people don't understand is like just working in silence. The people who are constantly like, "Oh, I grind so hard, I work so hard, I don't fucking sleep." If you were
grinding, you wouldn't have time to talk about it.
Yeah, and it's like, "Oh, fucking Arvin from Shreds. I don't sleep. I sleep 1 hour a night because I'm up working and
because of other things."
Yeah, and it's just like the people who
Yeah.
have to fucking constantly justify allegedly how hard they work are the people. It's like, dude, if you were working so much, you wouldn't have time to be on the internet talking about how hard you're working. Like
3 people in the industry that I really look up to that they don't talk about it, but I fucking see it personally watching them. Rich Piana, that motherfucker is a freak when it comes to the hustle. That guy is, man, I've never seen somebody work so hard, you know. People diss and dislike him. I don't give a fuck.
He's selling water jugs for $20, right?
No, he was. No. So they were $20. So this is how
what was the deal with that?
This is how fucking serious he was. So this is how he is. He had a jug that said 5% on it. They were a little bit more sturdy than like a milk carton, guess. So he put those out there. He didn't see, this is the thing, he doesn't like micromanage his company. He has people that do it for him.
Right.
And so he had heard that the jugs were that expensive and he freaked the fuck out and was like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, we're raping these fucking people. That's ridiculous. So he brought the price down for whatever. But the thing is people would actually spend the money to fucking get those jugs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now he just came out with apparently some new ones that he was showing me that are like more hardcore, like harder. They're
better quality.
Like he's actually.
See, I fucking go through those and just reuse it until it's shitty and then toss it. I need to get a good one.
Yeah, but if you got a 5% jug,
walk around with my fucking Rich Piana.
But I mean, this motherfucker was kicking it around his house and shit. I was laughing. I'm like, this dude's crazy. But the dude works hard.
Yeah.
You know, Mark Lobliner with Tiger Fitness. You guys got to look him up. People like and dislike him too. It's the same thing. And
people like and dislike everybody.
And he's very vocal. That's why people don't like him and Rich. It seems like that's the thing with the industry is if you kind of say what's on your mind, people are like, oh my God, like fuck that guy. That's some bullshit. But I like that shit. Like,
yeah, that's how it should be.
I don't like people that like filter, you know? And so Mark's the same way. That guy is on the follow his Snapchat. You'll be like, when does this motherfucker sleep?
Yeah.
He is constantly like just on it. And then Mike Rashid.
Yeah. Mike Rashid is fucking awesome.
Dude is done. I mean, just to see where he came from. like where he came from. Like I remember watching Mike like 4 or 5 years ago, just starting out,
Yeah.
you know, at Metroflex.
I remember the first time I met him too.
Yeah.
That was when I had moved down there, and his Instagram was like just kind of picking
Yeah.
up, and he was just like, he's just a nice, polite guy.
He wants everybody to succeed.
Right.
He wants to see everybody make it.
And you know what else I love about him? After the Arnold, he went on a rant on Snapchat talking about how all these fucking fitness celebrities think they're famous.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, "You're not fucking famous."
Yeah,
and he
popular.
he's like, he like made a list of people that are actually famous,
Yeah.
and then started naming off like Instagram celebrities.
Yeah.
He's like, "Y'all aren't famous." I was like, "Thank you."
Yeah.
Someone had to say
That's
it.
what
You're not famous, you're popular.
You're popular.
Right.
Yeah. And it's just like I said, some people are in it for different reasons.
Right.
Some people are in it to try to be like famous, but let's get real. Like, unless you own like a supplement company or something like that, you're really not going to be like
Right,
not going to
well,
be living the
that's-
lavish life, just being an Instagram star. I guess.
Yeah,
you could
and
say,
the other thing too is,
you know?
if your entire brand is just your body, you have
Exactly.
a shelf life.
Exactly.
A
for
lot
sure.
of these like fitness
unless you're Michael
model-
Hearn because he does not age,
he does.
or the Blade himself.
Who?
I'm blanking
I know
on
who
his
you
name.
mean. I know who you mean.
I'm just blanking on his name right now. Oh my God, Dexter Jackson.
Yeah.
Okay, those guys don't age. I love Michael Hearn. He's one of my favorite. He's one of my favorite people. He's the nicest guy in the world. But let me tell you what. I hope that I age that well.
It's fucking crazy.
You know. Same with
Yeah.
Dexter. I ate dinner with Dexter at Mike's birthday, and I'm just like looking at this guy. I'm like, you're that old and you're that big, and you literally look the same you did 10 years ago. It's amazing. You know. Dexter's gonna kind of be in my around me a lot. Well, we're gonna be around him a lot more because it's unofficial. Well, it's official, but my wife hasn't put it out there. But she'll probably put it out there before this comes out.
Yeah.
But like he's gonna be coaching her for her national show.
Oh, nice.
So it's her new coach is
Yeah.
Dexter and his wife or
Awesome.
fiance Gail or something like that. So good dude.
Yeah.
Really good dude. Puts out like serious athletes. I like Dexter because the first thing he says like we do drug-free athletes.
Yeah.
There's no need for a bikini girl to be on drugs.
Right,
You know, it's
exactly.
that's perfect. You know.
There's no need.
So, but yeah, so back to the hustle. I mean, those are the people that I've like really looked up to, and I try to surround myself with people that are fucking doing it. Like I can see it, and so
Yeah.
I learn from them. I ask them questions. Say, how did you do it? That's the way I want to do it, probably.
Right.
Or I think
Yeah.
of different ways, you know. And so, yeah, Rich has been a big thing for me. Mark, me and Mark have become friends recently. And so we talk a lot, and he does a lot. He wants to do a lot for me and help me. And then Mike, my wife's sponsored by his company, and I met Mike 2 years ago when I first started this industry. I went down to Metroflex, and I was wearing sweats, you know, like I did. It was him and Big Rob. And it's like in Long Beach, fucking 80 something degrees, and this dumbass guy's wearing sweats. That's just because I wasn't comfortable yet, you know? And I fucking was like, holy fuck, it's Mike Rashid and Big Rob, you know? Like, holy shit. And then I was talking to them, and they're like, well, you want to work out with us? You can. And they're like, what? And so I worked out with them the whole time. And at the end, they said, what's up? We took a picture. And then I was doing something, and Rob looks at me and goes, yo, do you have like a monitor on your leg? And I said, a what? You know, he's like, a monitor, like home arrest monitor. I said, why? He goes, what's shiny on your leg? And oh, fuck. I was like, oh, I'm an amputee.
You're like, I'm fucking missing it.
I go, I'm an amputee. He goes, shut the fuck. Oh, hell no. You got to come tell Mike. Mike was getting in his truck. He has a son. Mike tells the story because his son remembered me from that. And I never really talked to Mike after that. I mean, we kind of seen each other here and there. And then after I started getting industry, he was like, dude, look at you. You're fucking doing it. It all started. I mean, from day one I met him, he was just an awesome dude. And that was back 2 years ago, I think, 2.5 years ago.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. So the hustle.
Fuck.
Shut the fuck up and do it.
You know who fucking hustles is the Baileys too.
Oh, like, dude.
People hate on them so much, and I'm like, they are fucking killing it.
They know what the fuck they're doing.
Between the filming content they put out and the gym and the apparel, like they just fucking
dude, they were
crush
doing
it.
that. I mean, if people probably don't fucking really know how they started. I mean,
It's been forever. It's
they
been
were
10
printing
years,
those fucking
right?
T-shirts themselves.
Right.
Like I remember her getting ready like for the Olympia, and she's printing shirts.
Yeah.
While she's prepping for the Olympia, I'm like, Jesus Christ, like that's a hardcore.
Yeah.
You know? But see, I like them because they're flashy, but they're not.
Right. Yeah.
They live in like a farm ass house up in Connecticut or something like that, and they got some like cars that they've built. That's just like a hobby.
They've got
they're not sitting there.
garage
They're not sitting there throwing Lambos on their fucking Snapchats and it's car wash Sunday, and PJ's out there with his fucking Lamborghinis and shit. It's probably not even his. Probably fucking has them as a company write-off. Who fucking knows? But it's like every fucking, and then Wednesday haircut days. I don't want to fucking see you get a haircut every fucking week,
It's so weird that people care about that shit. God, our booth at the Arnold was next to Devin Physiques.
Oh yeah, I saw that guy recently.
I don't get it. He had a line of teenage boys waiting to meet him, and I'm just like, what does he do? And none of them could answer the fucking question.
This is
He
shreds,
fucking
guys.
slangs other people's shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That's the other thing too, is like seeing some of these Instagram people call themselves entrepreneurs. I'm like, you sell other people's product.
Mm-hmm.
You're not an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Build something yourself.
Yeah. I was impressed with him the other day, though, because he lifted some weight that I was actually really fucking surprised that he could do. I even told him. I was at Iron Addicts. I was getting ready to train with Mike and those guys, and he was in there filming himself. And it wasn't like a training thing. It was just him.
Yeah.
And with his shirt off. And but I was impressed. He asked me, even, like, I didn't know how I was going to feel about him. I thought he was going to kind of be, like, cocky. But, I mean,
I've heard people say he's nice.
He was nice.
Yeah.
And like I said, I was actually really fucking surprised. I think he like dumbbell pressed like the 125s or something like that. And I was like, damn. I was like, oh fuck. Okay.
Yeah, there's a couple fucking
I was surprised. I was shocked.
There's a couple bodybuilders who are nothing but that. And I've seen them put videos on Instagram. There's a bodybuilder chick who's like really out of shape right now. And I watched her fucking shoulder press fucking 70s.
Yeah.
70-pound dumbbells the other day. And I was like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
That's super impressive.
Yeah. So, I mean, there are some. Like I said, I was surprised. But honestly, I don't know what Devin Physique does anymore.
Oh, no.
Except, I mean, at the LA Expo, he had his Ferrari or his Lamborghini there.
It's shit like that.
He like pulled his Lamborghini into the expo and
It's
was like,
shit like
taking
that.
pictures with people by his Lambo with his shirt off.
It's shit like that where I'm like, what? Why? I don't get it.
The thing is like, it's like, I think people, they hope to be that one day, I guess.
Yes.
The last thing I ever want to be is somebody who drives their Lamborghini into a fitness expo and takes pictures by it with my shirt off.
Yeah. I mean, I'm down to own a Lambo, but I'm not going to take my shirt off.
If someone was like, do you want a Lambo?
Yeah.
Who's going to say no?
Exactly.
It's just so fucking
But I
bizarre to
mean,
me.
you got to think the chances of you personally, it's like you going to the NFL,
Yeah.
you personally getting that lucky to, I mean,
Being
because
at
there's guys, his physique is okay. I mean, there's guys out there that have way better physiques than this dude, like
Right.
all the time. I know some that are right now that are natural guys that have better physiques than he does. He's just he was at the right
Lucky.
place at the right
Right time.
time.
Right.
It wasn't even really a hustle for him.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so
Like,
you stop.
I've never seen a dude
Yeah.
with tattoos that
Yeah,
works out before.
Exactly. So it's just like these people, I think that's what they want to do, but I would look more towards the people that hustle, have started businesses.
Right, exactly.
That's how they made it. That's the way I would want to do it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Right.
And so, so I feel you on that. Trust me. With him.
I don't know. It's just crazy to me. Like, I know how hard we've all worked here personally
Mm-hmm.
with Donuts and Deadlifts and opening the gym and me and him writing books together. And I know personally how hard Ryan and I have worked for how long now? 4 years now? 5 years together?
Yeah, it's been
Putting your own money into it and
Yeah,
hopefully
just
one day getting it back.
Everything,
The
and
gamble.
like, the other
Yeah.
thing that's hard too is like Ryan's been around since the start of all this, before any of it, and Ryan always pushed me and motivated me to like keep doing what I was doing through all the self doubt. And then there's people who email me or just want handouts, want to and just want like how many people ask me for a job and think that they're qualified, and like I get this long list of qualifications, this holier than thou, and I'm like, nah, brah, you have to
or
fucking earn it.
sponsorships. It's like
Yeah.
you got to be able to deadlift more than me.
Yeah.
If you're a guy.
Yeah. I think it's just people wanting the handouts.
Yeah,
That's really what it is. I mean, now these people, now like Instagram's getting like annoying because there's all those apps to buy fake followers and fake likes and fake comments and all this shit. And it's like, now you're getting all these fakes, because people know like, oh, well, people are putting out info like, well, if you have, it's all about like your Instagram and followers and, and that's how you get sponsors. And now it's people like, oh, well, all right, well, I'm going to go spend $300-400. I'm going to get my following up to 10, 15, 20,000. And then I'll just pay for fake likes here and there.
Yeah,
And then I'm going to hit up some companies and be like, look, I got like 20K. This is what I do. And then you get them and then they don't, there's nothing to it, And so, unfortunately, that shit's happened with Instagram. It's pretty fucking annoying.
They see other people who have some share of success that for doing nothing.
Exactly.
Like
Fuck.
why are most of the popular people popular?
Yeah.
You go through and you look at it, and, there's a ceiling still. You get, maybe up to like a 60,000 or something like that, something whatever. And they're not going to get much further than that.
Yeah.
But how'd they get there to begin with? What are
Exactly.
they doing?
Exactly.
Like, wow, it's pictures of food, memes. Like,
Exactly.
what did you do?
Yeah, I keep mine pretty basic.
Yeah, right.
I put up video.
Well, your audience too.
Yeah.
People love watching you lift is super fucking inspiring.
Yeah, that's what I try
You're
to do.
missing a fucking leg and you're almost deadlifting 600 pounds. Like, it's really impressive.
We're getting there. That motherfucker's so close.
It's super
God damn it.
impressive. And like, you have a unique story and you have worked hard and you have gone through some serious shit and you prevailed, like that's what people like.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I try to do. I feel like I've lived it, like at every possible angle. Like I've had dramatic, injuries. I've been on the drug addiction side. I've been through like almost divorce,
Yeah.
I feel like I've been through what most people would have to go through. And so I feel like I can relate,
Right.
and so of some type of way, and so I try to reach out. Not just, that's the thing, is it's not just the military. It's just like even just normal people. Now I'm trying to get myself, bigger. I just put in that transformation today that I showed people, like what I've done in a year as far as 50 pounds.
Them beard gains, though.
Beard gains. The beard grows.
The beard
As
is
the beard
fucking
grows,
10
I
pounds
grow.
of you.
Yeah. And so people are like, "Damn, how'd you do that?" It's not so much now about the weight. It's like, "Oh, how'd you get that big?" And
It's this new thing called food.
And hard
Or
work.
like the kid that wanted to just write the word roids
Roids.
on my thing, and I thought it was hilarious. He puts needle in my ass apparently. So
God.
that's the thing. It's like, you're in the fitness industry. Why do you follow people if you think they're on steroids? If you're so negative about it,
Right.
I mean, literally, are you that ignorant? Where you think all those people on
Are
that
natural.
fucking IFBB Pro stage are natural? Like,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up. You wait in line for them, you idiot.
I know several people who've done multiple rounds, courses of steroids,
Yeah.
and they don't look like you.
Yeah.
They look like- they
Well,
look like
some
me.
Some people
Yeah.
think they just do steroids and they sit down
Well,
on
that's
the
what
couch
you
and
and I were
eat Oreo
talking about at
cookies. Yeah.
breakfast. Is
Yeah,
if you
just
choose
like-
if you choose to take PEDs or steroids of any kind, it doesn't mean you can just take them and sit around and do nothing and eat whatever the fuck you want. No, like you have to. We were talking about this earlier.
hard
You have to
work,
work
man.
harder.
You have to work harder.
because you're putting those substances in your body, which
Yeah.
means you need to be more adherent with
Yeah.
your diet and training.
Exactly.
And
but
people
think it's a magic.
I
God's
wish
juice.
it was.
You said it one
right?
time. You said it on one of your podcasts one time.
What, Jesus juice.
Jesus juice. A CC of
Yes,
Jesus juice. I think
CCs of
I said.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many cc's of
How many
Christ?
cc's
Yeah.
of Christ are you taking,
Exactly.
son?
And so
It's
that's the thing.
always the Jesus freaks too.
Yeah.
I don't know what this kid was today. He was apparently I'm like a very inspirational person to him, and
Yeah,
everything.
because but he felt the need to go
he fucking
roids.
like he just, like wrote the word just roids, and then I went on there and like told him something about like being latched onto his mom's tit still and whatever, and he then messaged again and said check your DMs, and I was like. All right. So I checked my DM real quick. There he is.
man.
And he's like, hey, man, I'm sorry. Like, I was just kidding. You're very inspirational to me. I've been following you for a long time and et cetera, et cetera. And I was like, all right, dude, it's cool. It's like, fuck you. Go apologize on my page then, if you want to apologize. Don't be a pussy and apologize behind the curtains. Like, go apologize, you got something to say. And then he tells me, then he comes back. He's like, hey, just to let you know, my mom like died. I was like, fuck, of course. You better be lying, you son of a bitch. But he told me that she like was murdered or something.
She got
like
murdered
that.
in front of him, and then he
front of
like
him.
gave him her name. He's
Yeah.
like, look it up and see for
And I was
yourself.
like, oh shit, dude,
You're like,
way to make me feel
whatever,
like a
man.
dick. You're a dick, but you made me feel like one now, huh?
Right?
Don't flip the script on me, goddammit. You started it. Fuck.
People are
Of
fucking
course, I
nuts.
say like something about being latched on your mom's tit, and she got murdered in front of me. It's a fucking horrible story.
Typical.
God. So yeah. Let's answer more
No
questions.
need to be a baby about it.